funk. Thoughts deep, boys steeped in the depths that he sunk. Big stress, depressed in the middle of fall. Sky gray, I late in the thick of it all. I wonder, how long can a human survive just staying alive or carrying the rest of the tribe? Waiting for the day to arrive or struggling dies, and I be doing way, way more than getting by. So why? Cop myself a cup of coffee, sipping water in it softly, cleansing me of stress I hold. Hey, cop myself a cup of coffee, sipping water in it softly, cleansing me of stress I hold. Realize life is so much more than just living a day. Every day I can sit and reflect and breathe and connect to myself and all that I've been given. See, giving up is not an option. So when I'm looking at gray skies, I'll be adopting a new way to deal with a test. Lord, relieve me of stress. The rain be looking like when blessings drop in. And so I cop myself a cup of coffee, sipping water in it softly, cleansing me of stress I hold. Sipping water in it softly, cleansing me of stress I hold. Hey, here we go. Yeah, let's do this. Y'all ready? 1, 2, 3. In times of test, let no harm beset me, oh my Lord, oh my Lord. Test. Let no harm beset me, oh my Lord, oh my Lord.
Salute, everybody. Salute. Welcome to the podcast. I am Mervin. Happy Saturday to y'all. Appreciate y'all tuning in to the stream. Man, oh man. For the past couple of days, I've been sharing with y'all the whole debacle with Keith Lee and this lady right here. Is this her? Yeah, this lady right here. All right. So once again, let's give y'all a quick recap. Keith Lee ended up pulling up into my city in Dallas. Keith Lee, he's a food critic. He decided to visit this lady food truck, right? So After he did a review, Keely ended up giving $4,000. Keely gave instructions for the lady to share the money out a certain type of way. She didn't want to do that. It created a whole debacle, a whole situation, and so that's what we've been talking about for the past couple of days. So, with all the back and forth that be going on between this lady, her son, another content creator named Sherelle, and her brother. With all this back and forth going on and stuff, right, on TikTok and everything, right? I believe that they've been going back and forth on Facebook as well, too. But with all this said and done, Keith Lee finally decided to respond, y'all. He finally decided to respond about this whole entire debacle. So today on this show, we're going to want to cover that. We're gonna see what Keith Lee had to say about this whole entire situation. Did Keith Lee tell this lady that she should keep the 4K or what? We're gonna find out on his response. But first, before we get into that, right, I do want to share with y'all a couple more things that her son been saying on TikTok. So without further ado, let's go and jump into this real quick and listen to what he had to say. All right.
Okay, that video was recorded yesterday, so let me tell y'all more about this. My first question to Sherelle: if your brother didn't want to cut the hair for the money, okay, and he was still gonna get the money as soon as it's either clear or I could get to the bank out of my personal account and get it to him, why did you go on the internet? The whole discrepancy was her brother wanted the money without working for it. So we can't afford to pay another barber, so it was like, I thought she would understand, but no. She needed this situation to blow up and have a story time to talk about. So she like, oh no, he want his money, he not working for it, and y'all finna give it to him now. Are we going online and telling everybody?
Well, according to Sherelle, the reason why she was being adamant about him receiving the money that Keith Lee gave him is because he lives in Louisiana and he was planning on going back home. And so that's why she was pushing for that to happen for her brother. Second of all, this dude here, his whole argument is that he believed that her brother don't deserve the money. The reason why is because he's saying that her brother wasn't associated or affiliated at all with the whole situation with Keith Lee pulling up to his mom's truck. Okay. But as we review on the videos, right, that's not the case. Keith Lee already knew that these people was already here because he had watched them on TikTok posting several different videos. So he already knew that Sherelle was there. He already knew that her brother was there. He already knew that he was there. This dude, Trey, he already knew that he was there. He already knew that the mom was there as well too. They already knew that. Okay, so let's continue.
Troy, you want to get on the internet and talk about my mom's mothering? How many kids do you have? How many kids have I met? How many kids have I ever heard you even speak about? It's about 3 missing. I don't know what's their names, what they look like, where they at. You don't talk about them.
So instead of addressing the situation, addressing the problem, he decided to use ad hominems to start talking about this girl, baby daddies and kids. The kids don't have nothing to do with this whole situation. That's another thing too. And I want y'all to hold on. Let me switch on the view real quick. I want this to be a teachable moment as well too. All right. The reason why is because I want to talk to other fellow content creators who are out there right now. Why is it whenever you have a disagreement on your respective channels, whether it's TikTok, whether it's Facebook, whether it's YouTube, whether it's IG, right? Why is it whenever you have a certain disagreement, you like to use ad hominems to the point where you start talking about people's family, start talking about people's kids, talk about people's loved ones, don't have nothing to do with the whole overall conversation? None whatsoever. Why do y'all do that? To me, not only that's immature, but also it doesn't make any sense whatsoever. These people want families don't have nothing to do with what y'all got going on at all, but get it still. y'all feel entitled to do that. Y'all feel entitled to sit up here, as y'all say, as y'all use the word clap back. Y'all feel entitled to clap back on people every single time. Talk about their kids, talk about their loved ones, talk about their families, all kind of dumb bull crap. But I know the reason why that y'all do that, from one content creator to another. I know why you do it. You do it because you know that drama sells. You do it because you know the more you dig deep into saying all these type of ad hominems, right? You believe that it's going to want to improve your overall viewership. You believe that it's going to improve your overall content. But from one content creator to another, I've seen this happen from time to time again from different channels all over social media. One thing for certain is this, is that when you want to engage in this type of cyberbullying, right, it normally don't end well at all. I see channels die slowly but steady every single time. So if you're having a disagreement, why not be like respectable adults and have the conversation without trying to hit below the belt, without you trying to talk about people, family, or loved ones, or whatever. Focus on the argument at hand. And one other thing too, before we continue, right? I also learned that some people believe that they know how to debate well, but in reality, they really don't. They do not know how to debate at all. They think they do, but they don't. They believe debating is doing whatever it takes to get your point across, but that's not true. The true art of debating is for each opposing person to get a certain understanding by one another, why opposing their viewpoints. Opposing their viewpoints doesn't mean that you have to hit below the belt in order to get a one-up or anything like that, because it never works, ever. So that's just something I just want to throw out there to y'all real quick from one content creator to another, but let's continue.
You can't talk about nobody's mothering. Second of all, you came for clout to meet Keith Lee and get this picture. That was the only thing you wanted. You didn't even want the $1,000. I give you that. All you wanted was the clout. I asked everybody on the live. Keith Lee was watching my live. I don't know if you saw that part. I said, when he gets here, please, y'all, don't have no cameras in that man's face. Don't run up to him.
Thumbs up.
He got social anxiety just like I do. Don't run and do all that. The first thing Sherelle did was point the camera in his face. Before he even walked into the food truck, the camera was pointed that way, angling on a tripod, ready. The first person to post the videos about him being there was Sherelle. I posted the next day after his. I literally had it already filmed in my drafts, and as soon as I saw him post his, I posted mine.
Okay, so also his whole entire argument is saying that Sherelle was ultimately there for the clout. Now, to be quite honest, I can agree that she was there ultimately for the clout. I can agree to that. Because just like I say, Sherelle, she's also a content creator. So of course, that's what you're gonna do. But here's another thing that I want to clear up with people too. Whenever you hear the word clout, people normally use the word clout as a negative connotation, but in reality, it really ain't, depending on how the way you do it. Now, just like I did my response earlier, talking about how people use ad hominems to try to win an argument, right? Or as what we call the debating fallacies. That's basically what it is. But just because a person engaged in clout, that doesn't mean that it is bad. Some clout is good. Some clout is bad. So in her situation, she honestly made a business move. She decided to help this dude and his mom out with their business in exchange for her to get notoriety, or as you say, clout. Now, she didn't expect for Keith Lee to tip her money or tip her brother money. She didn't expect that at all, period. So, just like I say, I can agree with him saying that she was there for the clout because that's ultimately what she wanted. But this particular story that's happening, it would have never happened if they went on and went by their word of what they said they was going to do. Let's be real about it. But let's continue.
In the video, you hear me say, I don't even know if Keith has posted his review yet. Because it was already filmed. I didn't need to chase clout off of this situation. I had one goal, a genuine and pure one. Sherelle.
Now, he also saying that he didn't need to chase clout off the situation. With that is a lie. Wrong answer, sir. Wrong. You did needed to chase clout because you was clouting the whole entire time to get Keith Lee to come there. So wrong. You was doing that the whole entire time, sir. The only way Keith Lee would have pulled up, known to pull up, is by you chasing clout, by you going on your TikTok. So let's be real about that.
Wants something to make her page pop and to get her name back out there because her followers are low and she's not making what she used to make on TikTok. So she needed this situation, and me as a friend, knowing what she's trying to do, and I'm gonna help you out. Just come help my mom at the event. You know, they're gonna be there, you can take some pictures. I never thought she would try to destroy my mom's name for clout. Now, to be honest, it was some discrepancies with the money. Yes, it was. Why wouldn't there be?
I'm glad he's taking accountability on that because that's ultimately what this whole situation is about.
Keith Lee asked for a barber to cut hair for free for $1,000, and the barber did not want to cut the hair for free for $1,000. The barber didn't want to cut nobody hair for free at all day. So why are we wrong for finding a barber who wants to do what Keith Lee asked?
So now he's set up here saying that they was trying to find another barber to do this. But according to the story with Sherelle, the reason why he didn't do that is because he needed to go pick up Sherelle's brother. Because other than that, he had stayed and did it. And stayed and got even more clientele. Okay? But even besides the point, it don't matter. Keith Lee already gave directions to give that dude $1,000 so he could pay the way as a business investment. So it doesn't matter how the way you feel about it. Like I said yesterday, it don't matter how the way you feel about it. That's what that man said, ultimately.
And Keith Lee, you see this, you can tell that I wasn't trying to, be ingenuine. When we met, I did it off camera. I didn't ask you to do a TikTok with me like other people. I didn't clout chase off you at all. I didn't attempt to get any clout at all.
Lie, sir, lie. You did clout. You did. Stop lying. Stop capping.
I wasn't on live when he got there. I filmed a video privately and saved it in my phone. Check the timestamps on the videos. I did not use this situation for a clout at all. That's her sole intention. So I don't know what all lies she's put out there because I keep seeing a whole bunch of them in my status talking about he paid for everybody food. Keith Lee said I'm paying for everybody food.
Yeah, DJ. Fact. This is the truck lady's son.
Out here.
At least one of them.
That's what I heard him say out of his mouth. I knew nothing about the $800 worth of food at that time. I didn't hear none of that. I was standing on the side by the generator where it's loud, so I really couldn't see. But after he left, I immediately left to go. I had to get to the bank before it closed because I don't have a debit card right now. My bank card got stolen, so I have to go to the physical bank. Keith Lee came around the time we were closing and the bank closes, which is 5 o'clock, 5:30-ish. He got there maybe around like 4:45-ish, I want to say. I don't know, somewhere around there. When I got back to the truck, I asked Sherelle, did everybody get free food? Sherelle said yes, but one person was trying to get an extra cheesecake and all kinds of stuff, so I had to stop. And she said, well, we closing anyway, so it don't matter. So, Sherelle, was you lying then? Why would you lie and say everybody got food? But now it's only 3 people. So, which one is it, Sherelle? She literally talking about, you don't want to go toe-to-toe with me with videos on the internet. This is what she wants. She wants back and forth, y'all. She wants to do this to gain more followers. She wants attention. This is all for attention. Her brother probably wanted to cut the hair. She probably said, no, tell me you can't do it just so she can create this drama.
Once again, I had pointed this out when I did the one first, well, part 2 of this, right? And I'm gonna share this again with y'all, okay? One thing about me is this, is that I know how to pay attention to people non-verbal body cues, okay? I can read people body language very well. And one thing for certain is that his nonverbal cues is that this dude is straight up lying and he is over exaggerating a lot of stuff. He keep on emphasizing saying that he wasn't doing this for the clout, but in reality he is doing it for the clout. He is. That was the whole point of it, was for clout. Because if that wasn't the case, then Keith Lee would have never showed up to this food truck. Never. So that's the whole point of it. Okay. Now all this other stuff about Sherelle and her brother and all this stuff there, regardless of how the way you felt about it, at the end of the day, that man Keith Lee gave y'all directions how to allocate that money. So if Keith Lee would have said, give Sherelle $2,000, give the barber $2,000, and y'all take $500, guess what? That's how the way the money should have been allocated, because that's the direction that Keith Lee told you. So it doesn't matter how the way you feel. It doesn't matter if the dude cut 1 hair, 2 hair, 5 hair, 20 hair. It doesn't matter. The whole point is that Keith Lee gave a direction, and you're supposed to honor that. You're supposed to honor that. Even as a man, you're supposed to honor the directions that another man give you. If you don't do that, that is a sign of straight disrespect, for real. So it don't even matter.
This was so unnecessary when they was making a big deal about him not cutting the hair and still wanting the money. I said, okay, I'm gonna give him $1,000 out of my bank account, because she can't afford to just give him $1,000 right now just to do anything, and they have to still pay a barber to come cut hair, still do everything they need. Come on now, make it make sense. So I said, I'm gonna give him $1,000. Just don't go on the internet. I don't want you going on there and shit. Like, no, I just feel like everybody should know what.
Now listen to what he said. He said, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and give you the $1,000. Now the reason why he said that, he ain't saying that because he's trying to honor what Keith Lee told him to do, right? He's saying that is because he didn't want him and his mom to be exposed for the shadiness that they're doing. So he wanted to cover up to give them the money as though that's something they doing it as a gift towards them versus a gift towards Keith Lee. That's why Sherelle was still getting on him, saying like, no, we're not going to do it like that. Because this came for Keith Lee. It didn't come for you. It came for Keith Lee. Y'all acting as though this is y'all money. If it was y'all money there, I would understood that, but it's not. So,
happened? I'm like, what happened? What was the big deal? I was like, man, come on, man. Come on, man. What are you talking about? Why are you still in town and you said you couldn't cut hair today? It's now closing the business and you're here, so you were here all day. You could have came and cut the hair. You could have came and made $1,000. It was no excuse. Why are you here? Go play in somebody else's face. Go lie about somebody else on the internet. But stop using Keith Lee to get attention. It's literally making me look bad.
How's it making you look bad to try to get attention for Keith Lee when that's when y'all did in the first place? Those are y'all whole intentions in the first place. Boy, I tell you, at first I was thinking he was going to take accountability for this, but now it's starting to go down the drain based on this little rant. He got a few more minutes of this, y'all.
Like, literally, it's all this whole thing is because of me. So now she getting all this clout because she's trying to use that was the whole reason I was around being your friend anyways. I literally been telling her, I feel like you're not my real friend. I feel like you're not my real friend. We've been having this talk. I will show you all the text messages. I feel like you haven't been there for me. Like, what's going on with you? Now I know she was never a real friend. She was waiting around for some type of moment. And the first chance she got, she showed her ass.
And another thing too, I pointed this out in part 2 of this. Whenever you see any type of person, whether it's a beta male like this dude here or a woman, right? Whenever they elevate their voice like that and they getting all loud and clapping and stuff like that, that is a clear nonverbal cue that they are lying and over-exaggerating. Scorpio, salute, welcome. Appreciate you.
brother just like he wanted. Why go on the internet? The only thing I want to know, if your brother was getting the money as soon as they cleared, if this is the thing I even offered, if it take too long to clear, if it take 4 or 5 days, I'ma go to the bank as soon as I can, and I'ma get the money. I'ma send it to you. Why go on the internet? Why? Why is everybody talking about us? Why are we missing Netta and Charles right now? Why?
Now, the reason why people was talking about them on the internet is because his mom had went on the internet and blatantly said that she was not going to give them that money because she felt like that they didn't deserve the money. That's why she went on the internet and exposed them. If your mom never said what she said, then none of this would be on the internet at all, period. It wouldn't be on TikTok, it wouldn't be on IG, it wouldn't be on Facebook, none of that. But your mom decided to choose violence that day. She decided to do that. And on top of that, she decided to double down on that as well, too. And then you being as a beta male as you are, instead of you telling your mom, like, hey, mom, what you did is wrong. You need to take that video down, or you need to do a retraction video saying, like, hey, my bad. I was just in my feelings at that moment. I'm going to pay them. Instead of being a man and standing up to your mom and telling her that, you decide to also double down and support your mom like a beta male. That's the reason why this is all on the internet right now. This is the reason why y'all getting all this clout, negative clout, and attention. It's not because of Sherelle. It's based on y'all choices and decisions that y'all decide to make, which is keep that money. So, I'm going to want to stop his part right. He had like 59 seconds left for this, but I don't want to hear no more of it. So, let's go ahead and hear what Keith Lee had to say about this. Keith Lee finally decided to address this situation. So, let's see what he had to say, all right? That's not Keith Lee. We'll deal with that video like, you know what? Yeah, let's do this video real quick because it has a when we gonna do the Keith Lee video, he gonna make a reference to this particular video. So let's do this video real quick. I'm gonna play it to a certain point that I'm going to want to play Keith Lee video. All right. So here we go.
Bro, I can't even be happy for this happy moment because people are bringing negativity into it when it does not have to be. Like, look at the comments. They saying she only gave 3 people food and didn't pay the barber or stylist. Stuff is literally going viral on Facebook talking about $1,000 for free cuts. Okay, so since we being real, let's be real. Listen to what Keith Lee said.
I appreciate y'all for having us. I see y'all getting our haircuts and doing braids. So we want to leave $1,000 to the barber so he can cut everybody else for free.
So there was $1,000 to the barber to cut everybody's hair for free. Did the barber cut everybody's hair for free? No. He got paid for my brother and my nephew's hair. He cut 2 heads for free, which was a homeless man and mine, which I'm going to pay him since it's such a big deal. We said if you could come back today and actually cut some people's hair for free, yes, you will get the $1,000. He said he couldn't make it today. He had to leave town.
Okay. All right. Understand this. First of all, the money that Keith Lee gave to y'all, it wasn't y'all money. Okay? For some strange reason, they thinking in their head that this is their actual money. Now, once again, if it was their actual money, then yeah, they could tell the barber that you need to work for this $1,000 because I'm giving it to you. But it is not their money. Once again, the money came for Keith Lee. Keith Lee, the one who wanted to sponsor that barber. Therefore, Keith Lee didn't give no instruction telling the barber that you need to come and cut as many hair as possible. He never told him that. He only said that I'm going to give $1,000 towards the barber. Period. It wasn't no limit. So, meaning, all he had to do was cut one hair, and he would have fulfilled that obligation that Keith Lee said. Period. So it doesn't matter. Now, if Keith Lee once again would have said, hey, I need you to come back and cut at least 20 hairs that you can that your earn is $1,000. That's different. But Keith Lee never said that. Okay.
So I called up another barber who's going to come tomorrow and give out free haircuts at the food truck.
Then on top of that, this dude had the audacity to say, well, since he's not going to come, I'm going to call another barber. And if this other barber do it, then I'm going to get him $1,000. That is not what Keith Lee told them to do. But let's continue.
We're going to give that barber the $1,000. Since everybody wanted to do what Keith Lee wanted, he wanted to give out free cuts and give that person $1,000 for doing so. So that's what we are going to do. As far as saying only 3 people got free plates, come on now, stop it.
All right, so I'm going to stop it right here, and let's listen to what Keith Lee had to say about this whole debacle, all right? And this dude...
To be honest, there's not much to talk about, but there are a few conflated and confused things that's going around about the situation. So let's talk about them. 3 days ago, me and my family went to Sweetly Seasoned Food Truck. Number 1, nobody had any idea we was coming. They found out we was in Dallas like everybody else found out we was in Dallas because we was posting videos in Dallas. So in hopes of us coming, they had t-shirts made and they was on live all day. So me and my family wasn't in cahoots with none of this. We was all under the impression that they were a team and this was a normal routine for them. The barber being there, the braider being there, family being there, a lot of people being there. This is our first time here. We are customers. We have no idea what's going on behind the scenes. Number 2, I was never under the impression that haircuts was free. Again, my family was watching the lives. We knew that he was cutting hair for $40. So when we walked up and I said I want to get $1,000 to the barber to do free haircuts and $1,000 to the braider to braid hair, it was because in the original video, the son said it was slow due to marketing. That's marketing.
Uh-oh. Keith Lee said something totally different from what the son is saying. Let's hear it again.
I said I want to get $1,000 to the barber to do free haircuts and $1,000 to the braider to braid hair. It was because in the original video, the son said it was slow due to marketing. That's marketing.
Now, y'all remember on my part 2 that I did on this, right? I explained to y'all about business rise, right? I explained to you that Keith Lee is considered as a stakeholder in the business, meaning that he is the person who is investing into the business. So when he gave them that money wasn't for them just to pocket so they could just buy whatever they want to buy. That money was allocated towards the business needs, period. He did it as a business marketing strategy for her to get the support, for her to get the clout that she needed. He also noticed while he was looking at TikTok Live that the barber was there and the braider, which is Sherelle, was there as well too. The son clearly stated on this TikTok that he said that he was talking about, I wasn't on TikTok, I wasn't doing it, I wasn't doing none of that. Keith Lee seen the video, what the son was doing and everything, right? And Keith Lee made a conscious decision like, hey, not only I'm going to invest into his mom business, but I'm going to pour into the barber. I'm going to pour into Sherelle as well too. So Keith Lee already made up his mind how the way he was going to allocate it, everything, this whole entire money.
God willingly, after we post the video, there will be a line out the door. If there's a line out the door and there's a barber and a braider doing hair while people are waiting, that's marketing. So again, it's in the hood. You play some music, you cutting hair, you braiding hair, y'all all sitting out, y'all having fun. It's a parking lot barbecue. So again, we don't know the behind the scenes if they knew each other, if they didn't know each other. And the reason why I didn't pay everybody individually, the interaction that you see looked longer than what it was. It was really only like a 5-minute interaction. Within that 5 minutes, 30 to 40 people pulled up. They was pulling up in droves. That parking lot was getting deep fast. And for me and my family safety in general, I don't never carry cash around. And 9 times out of 10, if we tip, we always do it through the POS system. And even if we wanted to do it a different way, Zelle and Apple Pay wasn't an option because it was 4 or 5 people at the same time on live. So for safety reasons, they wouldn't be able to say their phone numbers or their personal information out loud. And as far as them taking my phone and putting their number in on Zelle themselves, I wouldn't hand them my personal phone to nobody. So the POS system was the option that made the most sense. I've learned through the
To clarify this, and I mentioned this on part 2 as well, business-wise, right? Another reason why he didn't just do it individually is because for tax write-off purposes, okay? Everything that Keith Lee does now, he does it as a business transaction, okay? This is the reason why when you look at the video, right, when I go back and look at the video, right after when Keith Lee does the transaction, he makes sure that he receive a receipt. The reason why he received that receipt because it's a tax write-off. He knows this. He knows that he had to keep a record of everything. You can't keep a record off of cash tender unless you write a physical receipt. But in this modern day, nobody writes a physical receipt no more. Our receipts is now digital, okay? So he knew what he was doing. That's what I was explaining to y'all in part 2 of this. He knew that. So that's why he wasn't going to separate it. That's why he wasn't going to do no cash out, Apple Pay, none of that stuff, because that's not good for business to do it that way, all right? But let's continue.
Journey that sometimes is deeper than the food, it's deeper than the marketing, it's deeper than the customer service. And this is one of those cases in my opinion. Sweetly Seasoned got a lot to figure out, and I thank God in advance that they do figure it out. The last thing I'm gonna touch on is the son is misconstruing something that I said, and I don't appreciate it. After I said out loud,
Keith Lee fisting the brain that smoke. What Keith Lee gonna say about the son? Let's hear.
Figure it out. The last thing I'm gonna touch on is the son is misconstruing something that I said, and I don't appreciate it. After I said out loud in detail what we deemed the money to be used towards, I also said y'all can divvy it out how y'all feel necessary. Meaning, after the money hits, because it's a POS system, it don't hit the same day. Y'all can send it out through Apple Pay, through Zelle, through Cash App, through check, through cash, however y'all feel necessary to spread it amongst the team. I thought and I still think that that's a very clear statement, but it's being misconstrued, in my opinion, intentionally misconstrued, that I said and the mom and the son can say who get the money and who don't get the money.
So Keith Lee did tell her to distribute the money how she felt necessary.
I never said that. Regardless of what was going on behind the scenes, I felt on my heart to do what we did. So for the mom to go on the back end and disregard where my heart was at and what I felt like God was telling me to do in that moment and distribute the money how she felt necessary is 100% wrong in my opinion. I see the memes and I see the jokes, but I am not in the business of shutting businesses down.
Just like I revealed in part 1 and part 2 of this, y'all. What Keith Lee said, he gave a clear instructions how to allocate that money. Throughout that instruction, and it had nothing to do with how his mom felt about people, and it had nothing to do about how the son felt about it. They should have been honoring what Keith Lee said, period. So it don't matter. It does not matter. It does like I stated. It doesn't matter if that dude didn't cut nobody hurt. It don't matter. They needed to honor this dude's request. Instead of honor their request, they set up and misconstrued. They set up took this money to try to manipulate and control it to their needs, which is wrong.
Actions did not sit right with y'all and her customer base. That resulted in the situation that she in today. We just ate the food and left a tip. I pray in advance that everybody in the situation stays safe. That's my biggest concern. Thank you. I appreciate y'all. God bless you. Have an amazing day. Y'all be safe.
Now, Keith Lee had set the record straight. One thing that I also want y'all to pay attention to is this. Remember earlier in the stream, I was talking to y'all about, federal content creators, right? And I was telling y'all how, some content creators, when they want to, quote unquote, clap back on people, right? That they feel like that they have to use ad hominems. They got to attack people's families and friends and loved ones just to be heard, just to get clicks and views. Keith Lee had gave you the textbook definition of true clapback by using emotional intelligence. Once again, Keith Lee gave y'all the clear textbook actions of how the way you should truly clap back with somebody using emotional intelligence. Notice, he didn't talk down on the son. He didn't talk down on him. He didn't talk about how the way he was behaving or nothing like that. He clearly said this. He clearly said, what you said to me was what you did was totally disrespectful. What you did was totally disrespectful. And I don't appreciate that. And then he explained the reasoning why. And he showed it to y'all in real time why. He didn't cuss that dude out. He didn't do none of that. He said what he said and left it at that. And another reason why he did that, he clapped back with emotional intelligence, because Keith Lee understand that at the end of the day, this is his brand. He's a content creator. This is his brand, and he's not going to do nothing to jeopardize his brand. So he know that in order for that to continue to prosper, in order for him to continue to have that image that he want to have, right, he need to represent. He need to use emotional intelligence. So therefore, that's the reason why I'm telling y'all, even as content creators, right, that y'all need to start exercising emotional intelligence. You could clap back, but use judgment when you're doing it. You don't have to do all this extra dumb stuff that y'all be doing, because it ain't worth it. It ain't. But with all this said and done, y'all, with all this said and done, Keith Lee, he said what he said. The son said what he had to say and stuff too. With all this happening, and now they're starting to feel the burden of their business doing it. People was going on there and giving their business bad reviews. All kind of stuff was happening to their business. She wasn't receiving help no more. All kind of stuff was happening. With all this said and done, guess what? The mom finally decided to cave in, and give these people the money that they deserve. Which that's what she should have did in the first place. If she had did it to begin with in the first place, none of the stuff would have happened at all, period. None of it. None of it. None of it. So, want y'all to listen to, well, we go here first. Yeah, we'll go here first. Want y'all to listen to this real quick.
All right, y'all. God is good. We down here. I know a lot of y'all was concerned about the Keith Lee situation with the money, so me and Sherelle talked about it. I told her I want to give her $1,000 and mend our friendship. I don't feel like it's worth $1,000.
After all that, even after when Keith Lee responded, literally put this dude in this place, right? This dude still don't think that the money was worth it. Which, once again, it does not matter, because it was never your money to begin with in the first place. It don't matter. It matter how you feel. And if you feel beta about it, it just don't matter, bro. It don't.
Truly don't. But I have no clue how she's going to handle the situation. Is she going to choose the clout or the money? If it's really about our money, she wants to save our friendship, because I did nothing to her.
You did, bro. You and your mom decided to choose violence. All this could be avoided if y'all had just gave what she was rendered.
I don't deserve to lose a friend over trying to mediate a situation that happened over a misunderstanding. So if she doesn't want to delete the videos, take the money.
So now, the crazy part about this is that this dude is still stuck on her trying to delete the videos and stuff. The only reason why is because he know him and his mom is really feeling it now. He's out there doing the video right now as he speak, right? And he see that his mom is not getting business. So they're now understanding the assignment. They're now understanding that their choices and decisions what affected the outcome, the overall result. So now he's trying to beg to her and plead to her and trying to bargain with her. Hey, help us out again. Like he did in the beginning. Please help us out, but help us out again. We will give you the money. Just help us out. Take the video down. Do everybody will do whatever. So my mom can get a business up and running. But yet still, this whole situation is not genuine at all. He was only doing it because the end resort.
Mend our friendship, then it is what it is. I can't, make her do that. But we got people we got to serve. We got food we got to get out here. So if she can come down and pick up the money, she can do so. She wants to stay on the internet and ask for donations from you guys. She's free to do so. I can't control anybody else. I can just control me and what God has for me. So, that being said, y'all come down, get some fried ribs. We're waiting on you. If you don't, you be blessed and you have a lovely day.
So, after all that said and done, right, this dude's literally somewhere trying to beg people to pull up now because these people was not coming at all, period. He know that. But to that's to report the news to y'all. Sherelle did come in and get the money. All right, she actually did pull up and came and got the money. And I'm actually going to show y'all this real quick. That's to show y'all. All right. It was kind of weird how the way he did it because he posted this on his page, but she did. She came and got the money. Here it is right here. She came and got the money, but I had cut this part off because this dude had low key doxed Sherelle. Right, he had doxed her information. He doxed her phone number and other information on this when he shared it on his TikTok. Okay, so by that happening, right, Sherelle had this to say, y'all. All right, once again, Sherelle do not play at all, but she had this to say about him doing that.
I'm going to say this one time. If my phone number is not removed from your platform, I will make a post telling everybody to report your page so much until that bitch disappear. And I will be in the mix reporting it too.
Now, those of y'all who been following my channel, right, I had did a video talking about cyberbullying, okay? Now, on my video, I had described to y'all what swatting is. Swatting is two things, okay? The first thing of swatting is this, is when a content creator, how the law enforcement officer come to your house and raid your house because you want to do a false claim, a false report on that person. That's the first part of swatting. But the other most common form of swatting is what Sherelle just said a few moments ago. And I'm going to play it again so y'all can understand this in real time. Because I think a lot of y'all understood what I was talking about swatting. But listen to what she got to say.
I'm going to say this one time. If my phone number is not removed from your platform, I will make a post telling everybody to report your page so much until that bitch disappear. And I will be in the mix reporting it too.
That is the textbook definition of swatting, okay? Where you literally use your subscribers, you give them a direction or a directive to go do a certain event to another person or another content creator with the end resource to do something negative to them. That is the textbook definition of swatting. Swatting is also a form of cyberbullying. Ladies and gentlemen, that is an ultimate no-no. You don't do that to people at all, period. You don't. Because swatting is also, if y'all those of y'all who want content create, it really don't matter for TikTok, it don't matter for you a YouTuber, Instagram, all of their policy is the same. When they're dealing with cyberbullying, it goes in details. They talk about doxing, which he did. It also talk about swatting as well too, which what she's talking about. All that goes against the community guidelines, and that could get your channel removed if that person reported. If that person reported. So from one content creator to another, do not encourage your people to do stuff like this. Don't do that because that's cyberbullying. All right.
You have all of about 32 seconds left to either hide my phone number or remove it altogether before I go to work on your page. You know how long it's going to take you to get back to where you are? A very long time with what's done happened around here. Okay?
Jamel, salute.
Mr. Sir, so let's all do right. Let's all forget about what done happened. Mr. Lee done spoke. I done told the world you done gave the money. There's no need for you to be blasting my number all over the world. You're so adamant and you're so eager to let the world know that you've paid me now when I asked you to pay me a long time ago. Okay? Do me a favor. Remove my number. That's it. That's all.
All right. Just to clarify this, okay? I honestly believe that that when he did that, right, I believe that he posted in good faith just to show that he did this transaction, just to show that she received her money. I believe that he didn't do it intentionally. I honestly believe he did not do it intentionally, okay? So after when she made this ultimatum, right, he did instantly removed this from his TikTok page. I was just so happy looking at his TikTok page that I seen on there, and I instantly screenshot it. But right after when I screenshot it, right, that's when they got removed. But when I screenshot it, it did show her number and information. But what I did, me being a content creator, right, I understand about doxing. So what I did, when I showed it to y'all, I cut out all the other information where it just only showed the transaction, and that's it. So she ultimately did get the one transaction that she needed from from herself and from her brother, ultimately. But prior before this situation, the mom had something to say. Once again, let's listen.
Hi everyone. I am reaching out to you guys today because my son, he already called or texted, however, he got in touch with Sherelle and asked her if she can come pick up the money. From what I hear, she is refusing to get it. So now I am asking, and I'm asking my followers to please tag her and tell her Sweetly Season is asking her to please come pick up their money. Okay? I am here on Forest Lane and Ardelia Road. Please. And also, if you guys want to come out and support, please, I am here. I'm not going anywhere. All right. Thank you.
So after all that, y'all, her and her son is begging, pleading people to come to their truck now to support them. Because remember at first, they wasn't doing all that. They felt justified in their behavior. They felt justified for taking all their money. But now, since they feeling the effects, that they're doing. They even Keith Lee himself saying, "Hey, what they said was wrong. I did not say that." Now they're coming back and try to retract their statement. Now they're trying to come back and trying to take accountability. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, I want y'all to understand this, okay? I said this before, and I'm say it again. Sometimes it does take people way too long to understand the errors of their ways. You know what I'm saying? She knew without a shadow of doubt that she did wrong. She knew that. But she decided to choose violence. She decided to go through this whole situation, a whole situation that she could have easily avoided just by doing what is right. She didn't have to go through all this. She really didn't. But she chose this. She chose to do this. After when everyone told her that she was wrong, even Keith Lee, in his own way. When Keith Lee responded, when Keith Lee clapped back, he didn't do no YouTuber clap back. He clapped back with emotional intelligence and just being straight over real with them while being respectable at the same time. That's all he did. So, like I said before, and I say again, in this particular situation, I hope that this is something that she can learn from going forward. She can let this thing go. I hope that throughout the whole exchange of the money process that she got in contact with Sherelle and her brother and they literally apologized for this, not because of what's happening, but truly being authentic in their apology, right? And saying, man, we messed up. Just being real about this, be real. Hope they get that understanding. Because if not, they're going to be in a rude awakening for their business moving forward, for real. That's what it is. Now, what do y'all think about my current review of this last part of this situation? Do you agree with my assessment on it? Do you disagree? Make sure you let me know in the comments. What about the mom and stuff? Do you think the mom giving the money, it was genuine, or she just gave it because she see that her business is tanking now and she trying to do whatever means necessary to get it back up and running. Do you think that she's going to recover from this whole situation that she decided to make? Well, what do you think? How do you feel about Sherelle and how the way she approached this situation? Do you agree with it? Do you disagree with it or not? What about the son? What about his situation in all this? Do you agree with it or disagree with it? Y'all let me know in the comments. And also, those of y'all who ever checked out the first 2 part of this series, make sure you have to make sure you go back and check part 1 and part 2 of this, so you can understand what's happening with part 3. All right. So other than that, thank y'all so much for tuning in to the stream, and I will see y'all again on the next episode. And I thank everyone for pulling up in the live stream as well too. Jamel, Scorpio, DJ pulled up as well too, and everybody who's watching in the bushes, and everyone who's going to catch the replay of this as well too. Thank y'all so much, and I'll see y'all again on my next podcast episode. Y'all be safe out in these streets.